Shamai, what are we on? About 846 string change. Basically, I'm going to have a go of putting these, which are the Carla Labella flatwounds, on my Flight Mini bass today, which has currently got roundwounds on. I will show it to you. I won't go into detail or anything. Fingers crossed it all works, but I do want to have a quick play of this with the roundwounds on before I put the flatwounds on. And I'm also going to put the flatwounds on this, my new fretted Fana Pee-wee bass, because at the minute it's got roundwounds on, and I want to put the Carla flatwounds on this as well. Right, let's have a go of putting these strings on. Wish me luck. I think that's it. Right, a successful operation. That's probably taken me, I don't know, certainly less than half an hour, maybe about 20 minutes or so, something like that. So I have now put the Carla flatwounds made by Labella onto my Flight Mini bass. There were absolutely no issues at all. And in fact, I haven't even adjusted the nut at all yet. I'm going to have a quick play of it now. I may need to, I don't know. All right, but very first sort of just feeling it feels okay. Right, let's have a quick listen to see if there's any difference between the flatwounds on here and the roundwounds. I just prefer playing flatwounds. I suppose it's the double bass player in me coming out. I just find them so much smoother, but I really like the sound of flatwounds as well. I think off the top of my head, these are a slightly heavier gauge than the original roundwounds that were put on there. Flight haven't brought out any strings yet for their basses, hence why I'm trying out the Carlas. So yeah, flatwounds on the Flight Mini bass. They are these ones, which are the U bass, Carla U bass by La Bella. Make sure they're 23.5-inch scale. Okay, there are packets of U bass strings that look very similar to this that are built for the smaller scale basses, or the U basses, California U basses, and so on, right? So make sure if you want flatwounds to fit on a Flight or a Carla or a Black Star or a Fana, any of the 23.5-inch mini basses, look out for that. 23.5-inch for solid body U bass. And also as well, I am keeping the roundwounds that I've just taken off here. There's nothing wrong with them at the minute. And yes, I am going to remember to label these packets because I got a couple of these now, so I know which bass these ones have come from.
A few moments later.
Same again, I'm going to put another tiny little shimmy of cardboard underneath. So my new Fanner Pee-wee also has flatwounds on now. It wasn't as straightforward as the flight. I had to do a little bit of adjustment up at the nut. When I had the bass, I had a little bit of a buzz on the open D string. So I suspected that the nut was a bit low, and I sorted it out with just putting a little shimmy of cardboard in there. And just as a temporary measure, that is what I've done today. I've just put tiny little bits of cardboard into the slots on the nut where the strings are sitting out, just so that it gave me a little bit more height so I wasn't having anything hitting frets. I think I will either have to do a permanent adjustment on the nut and put some glue and things in there, or possibly get another nut. It's not the end of the world though, because it is all working. So let's have a little listen of the flatwounds on my Fanner fretted Pee-wee. Lush, they are so nice to play. So the Kala flatwounds are on both my Flight Mini and my new Fanner Pee-wee. Relatively straightforward, to be honest. The flight they went on, absolutely no adjustments at all. Absolutely perfect, done in about 20 minutes. I had to do a little bit of adjusting on the nut on the Fanner, and I suspect I'll probably have to do something a bit more permanent, either a new nut on there or put something in to fill up the slots on here. They were a slightly heavier gauge, the roundwounds on this one, but you know, nothing drastic. But the main thing is they both work and they both play beautifully. So it's the flatwounds that Kala are making for their new solid body U-bass fit. Make sure though it's the 23.5-inch scale, because they do other strings that look quite similar, the packaging, which are for shorter scale basses. But these ones are made for the magnetic pickups with metal strings for 23.5-inch scales, okay? But they're really hard to get because they're either out of stock or they haven't got to certain places yet. So not a bad afternoon's work there. Flatwounds on 2 more mini basses. I do hope this has helped and maybe you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to support me here on the channel, Ukulele Wales, or my other channel, The Ukulelians, I do have a Patreon page and I'll drop a link in the description below. But as always, if you've got any comments or questions, please feel free, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.